So let's start with the interview, and here's the first question for you. The first question is, you have held like key positions at education institutes, like you have held throughout your professional career. So what were the key factors, or are the key factors that keep you connected with this education sector?
See, first of all, if you ask me, teaching has always been one of the passion for me to stick up to the teaching field. Though in between I had been to the industry, and I have worked there also as a teacher only, because I was training to the trainers. That is, I was training to the product managers, I was training to the medical representatives, managers. I was teaching them how to promote the products. Okay, that means teaching was an inborn attachment I had. And the moment we get into the teaching, we will always be accustomed. The first respect we get is as a position is the teacher. Okay, that itself is one form of enjoyment to an individual. The respect what a teacher has, even nobody has in the country, okay, or in the world, isn't it? So that when we got it, the most important in the professional career, what you said is that I'm there for a longer period of time in the positions as a head of the institute, as a representative of the University of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. The key factors I feel, it is all about the dedication. How do you put in the hard work that you put in, and the zeal and enthusiasm wherein the focus to which you are on. Like, my focus is always is that how I can improve the quality of the education in my institution, how I can take up the value of the course to the next level. The student, when they come to the university or to an institution, they definitely see the infrastructure. The more important they see is about the quality. What type of teachers available? What type of educational system is there? Do they have some values? There are many institutions where the infrastructure is going to be good enough, but if you see the quality and the leadership to which they perform, it is disastrous. There are many institutions which I have seen, they have got a wonderful infrastructure. Nobody can have that much. But if you see the quality of those students, it is disastrous. So I feel is that if you ask me how I am able to maintain to it, it is all because I am looking for majorly three things. One is the discipline to which one needs to adapt. And I have my own discipline. I stick up to it. One is the communication, which has to be very much important. If I say that I am going to come at this time, I will come. If I say that I am not able to come, I won't come. So that means there is a discipline, there is a communication that is very much important. And the most important in the education sector is that my love to the profession. My love is more to my pharmacy profession. Because of that, I'm stick up, and I feel that love is help. So that is helping me to grow in my life. The love to the profession is helping me to grow in my life. Okay.
Yeah, sir, definitely. So, sir, being the principal of this Farooqia College of Pharmacy, what is your philosophy of leadership, and how would you describe your leadership style?
In many of my lectures, wherein I have delivered during this pandemic time, about the leadership. Leader is the one who encourages others. Leader is the one who supports others. Leader is the one who makes others to become the leader. This is what the first philosophy. So if you want to be a leader, don't try to make subordinates feel that they are nothing and they are always the laymen's. Always try to make them the grow. My philosophy is that when I am growing, my faculty should also grow, and they should become the rolling coin. I always tell my faculty, you acquire to the position in such a way that tomorrow you may get a bigger opportunity. You may be in our country, in maybe a different country at a bigger stage. And that's how we have seen people who have studied under me and who have studied in my institution has become principal in other institutions. So my leadership, I believe, is that the strength or my style is that I want others to grow. This is my preference. I want my teachers to grow. I have always been telling, see, I have made an MOU with the JSS University. My institution is very small compared to that of the JSS. But if you see the comparison of the activity, we have been recognized, and the university has made an MOU with a research MOU wherein the teachers can register for PhD in JSS University, and they can also get their PhDs. And one of the quality university, if they are getting the PhD from it while doing the job, that itself shows that I wanted them to grow and I'm giving an opportunity. And my style is that I want them to do it at a very lesser cost. I'm providing the infrastructure, I'm providing the chemicals, I'm providing all the necessary facilities that are required to them. So that means I want them to grow in their life, not just my teachers, my faculty members, even my students. I've got the leadership style in my own way in our institution. We have the pharmaceutical society in our institution, wherein the top scorers of our institutions, we make under the pharmaceutical society. It is called as the students' parliament. In that, we make the class leader, we make the students' sports representative. We have the secretary, sports secretary. We have the literary secretary. We have the cultural secretary. We have got the vice president, to which the president is by default the principal, whereas the vice president is going to be the topmost of the final years. The general secretary is the top scorer of the final years of the diploma, B Pharma or Pharma D, and they are being made to sit on the dais in any of the function that we conduct. That means what I want is that they should understand the leadership. When they sit on the dais and they see to the other side of the audience, they realize that they are representing to a large number.
Yes.
So that means my style is that I want my students also to grow, to become the leaders. And I have seen that students who have passed from Farooqia College of Pharmacy under Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences need not go for any campus interview. The moment they completed their degree, they got the jobs. The job has come to their doors. They did not go to the doors. That is what the speciality of it.
Definitely, sir. That's why I've also heard somewhere that leader is a ladder who helps to climb up.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So,
Sir, it has been said, leader is not a position. It is a responsibility.
definitely.
It is a responsibility. It is just like a responsibility. Take the responsibility of growing to the other people. So when we are involved with an institution, so we are trying to see that teachers grows, students grows, and the entire profession grows. That is what our, the aim and objective of it.
Yeah, sir. It is a very
Yes, sir.
nice gesture from you that you always desire to you desire to your what we say is the subordinates or your peoples to grow. That's a very nice gesture from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes, sir.
the next question, sir, is the education systems in India and the other foreign countries are structured very differently. So, in your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here in your institute?
See, if you ask me how different it is from the foreign education to the Indian system, and to that studying at Farooqia College of Pharmacy under Rajiv Gandhi University, how best the advantages to the student it is. If you ask me practically, I am the one who has been exposed to the international teaching also. I have been the faculty at Umar al-Mukhtar University, Al-Baida, that is Libya. For 1.5 years, I have taught the students there from 2013 to 15. And if I am not wrong, the system of the education, what it is having in Libya is the same as that of the Western system. Okay. And what is there in Libya, it is similar to that of in the Gulf region. That means more of the concern. If you compare the educational system of to the UK or to the Gulf region, India stands at par. The quality of education that we give in India is a competitive one. It is not the charity one. No doubt now the number of universities are increasing, the competition is growing, and somewhere little dilution is happening. But still, there are many universities, there are many organizations which are sticking up to the quality, and that where it becomes distinctive. Amongst those educational institutions, one such is of the Farooqia College of Pharmacy under Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bangalore. And we believe that the education that is being imparted, no doubt, we come under the regulations of the Pharmacy Council of India, which governs, regulates, and brings up the quality. And second thing is that we are affiliated to the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, which is amongst the top 100 universities in India. The way university programs, the conducts the examination and all. No other conducts, no other university conducts or the institution conducts. If I tell you one of the system of the Gulf countries to that of the Indian system of the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, in our university, a student who is being taught by a teacher, okay, in my college, he doesn't know that his question paper will be designed by who. And this question paper is being designed by throughout the state. From any one teacher from the Karnataka state will be designing the question paper. And the designing of the question paper, fellow will not be knowing whether his question paper comes or not, because it is a randomly been checked and it is randomly been selected by the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. So that question paper who is setting, and the university conducts everything offline, but live streaming of the examination. A fellow teacher or invigilator is there or not in the room, but there are multiple cameras of the PT that are observing. And I am telling you that there are many, even if a teacher is there, he may not able to catch it to the student, but the live streaming will catch the cameras and tell that, okay, so and so person was touching to his pocket, he is having a cheat, please kindly book him. That means that type of transparent system is there in our Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. And the third most important is that the university conducts the examination, and the teacher, the student itself doesn't know that who is evaluating his paper, because it is completely decoded. The evaluator doesn't know the student who has written the examination. That means the question paper setter is unknown. The examination system is transparent. The third is that the examination is completely streamlined. Online it is available. Anybody can see. Even you can see by sitting at any of the place in the world what is examination happening at Farooqia College of Pharmacy. That much of transparency. And the fourth is that the evaluation that has been done, the evaluator himself doesn't know whose paper he is evaluating. And he has to follow to the rules, regulations of the evaluation completely. And once it is been done, the data gets compiled and the result is been announced. So that means a complete, foolproof, transparent system of the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, to which we are affiliated. And we are conducting the examination in our college. That means it's a completely streamlined. If I tell you the other scenario of the Gulf countries, there a teacher teaches a subject. Let me tell you, pharmaceutical chemistry, a teacher will teach. And then the same teacher has to set the question paper for the students to whom he has taught. Okay. And then he will set the question paper. And third, he himself has to conduct along with the other teachers. It will be an examination pattern similarly, no online, nothing. There will be an invigilation to it. The question paper will be given. And the most important, the subject that is being taught will be given a material. And from that material only, the question paper has to be set by the teacher. Whereas in our Rajiv Gandhi University, it's not like that. From a textbook, any question may come and anything has to be written from the valuable information that a student knows. He doesn't know that question paper of question is of what type, whether it is a difficult one, whether it is simple one, he doesn't know. He has to be ready for everything. Whereas in Gulf countries, it is not like that. The question paper has been set by the teacher who is teaching, and then he has to give the questions only to from the material from which he has to ask. And the third most important is that after the examination, he only has to value the papers. That means he is teaching, he is setting the question paper, he is only evaluating. Where is the transparency? That means if you find it out to the Western countries or to the Gulf countries and to our university of Rajiv Gandhi University, it's a completely, and I'm telling you, the people who have studied at Farooqia College of Pharmacy or under Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, they are the rolling coins to the world. They are the best available people. They have got the best advantages and they have survived. And one thing I would like to tell, because we are having a wonderful education system, teachers from India is always being recognized and they are being praised, because we go through this difficult educational system, transparent system, the hurdles that are having it. Once you face it, I think you are the rolling coin for the world. So that is how we has the edge over the other universities of the world. And I feel we stand always the tall in comparison of the quality and the best practices that we are following it to.
Yes, sir, definitely. It will be students from your college will be definitely getting after facing this much surroundings.
Ankit?
Yes, sir. Sir, is it audible? Hello? Yes, sir, is it audible? Hello. Sir, is it audible now?
Yeah.
Uh, the next question comes is, how does the curriculum of this Farooqia College of Pharmacy ensure the best practice of industry?
I would like to say that, Ankit, see, our curriculum is, we are not going to design it. Our curriculum of the educational system has been designed by the Pharmacy Council of India. And it has been, upgraded, and it has been regulated by the university. That means whatever it has been designed by the Pharmacy Council India, we are bonded to follow it. In addition to it, as you are telling that how best it has been suited to the industry, we make them practical skilled. We do not make them a bookie, theoretical fellow who understands to it and who goes to it. We don't believe in that. We believe in that practical skills becomes very much important. And these students who are being trained skilly, and curriculum that has been designed, PCI has more edge for skill development rather than the theoretical. And I'm sure the upcoming generation of pharmacists are going to have more value. And Pharmacy College, our Farooqia College of Pharmacy, stands always exhibiting to it, and we always have the edge. And this, since the regulations are very strict, bounded by the Pharmacy Council of India and the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, so we always have an edge because of the two side, you can say, the support we have. Because of that, we are also much more better in comparison to any other institution, I can say.
Yes, sir, definitely. So, what do you think your roles and responsibilities to the universities and the students are? Hello. Hello, sir, is it audible?
See, roles and responsibilities when it comes to position. Definitely, when you are having a position, you become a responsible to it. And as a board of studies chairman of the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences.
Yes, sir.
Ankit, you are there?
Yes. Yes, sir, you can continue.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, audible. Your network is it is showing red. The network is poor, Ankit.
Sir.
Yeah, now it is yellow. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Okay.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say that my responsibilities and roles, how it is going to be better to the university as well as to the
students.
Students. See, my position means it is something responsibility you are having it as a board of studies chairman of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences and as a member of the board of examining authority of drug control department Karnataka. I feel that we become the responsible for whatever actions we take. So I always been inclined to see that how the students can be given the best quality education in the institutions and how transparent activity can be carried out from the university or from the board, and how best they get the curriculum concised into a fragmented time. And then my only saying is that the best education that the student is going to get is that they are going to be provided with the time framed activity, in particular with respect to the calendar of event. And I'm sure a student who comes for a 2 years course, he should complete his course in 2 years. A student who comes for 4 years course, he should complete in 4 years. And a student who comes in 6 years course, he should complete in 6 years. So as far as the position and the student is being concerned, I always look for it that if a student is lacking behind in any of the quality activity like communication skills, in most of the things that I see is that people who come from northeast state, I'm not pointing out to anybody else, because of the south region, particularly in case of the Tamil Nadu as well as the Kerala, I'm pointing it out these days because there is the local language being spoken, and because of that the vocabulary they use the English. You can easily identify a person is from Tamil Nadu, a person is from Kerala, a person is from Bengal, a person is from the Assam, because their vocabulary they comes through the language also. I always tell to my students, you are speaking Malayali English, you are speaking Tamil English, that means their vocabulary changes. So my main position here is that what I try to do is that the moment when he reaches, he may be speaking a Malayali English, but the moment he completes the course and he goes, I see that you can't identify him, he is from which state. That is one best thing. What we try is that we try to change their communication styles. We try to bring up them some of the quality things which they can be best rolling coin in the industry, whether in India or abroad, to take up the best position. This is what we are trying to do.
Great, sir, great. So, what do you think should be the university's top priority over the next 10 years?
So I do feel that with the present time, see, this pandemic has taught a lot of things. Probably if you would have asked me before March, my answer would have been different. Okay, I would have said that we should use technology, we should do this and that. Now, since we are already so much of accustomed to the technology, the first priority is that we should have a blended mode of education. I don't see that we should have only education of the non-technical or non-online or only the offline. We need to have the blended mode. I'll tell you one best example, what priority I am giving it. My teacher might be on leave. So earlier days, what was happening before March 14th, if a teacher is on leave, that day if he is having a workload, then he will not be taking the class because he is on leave. Either it is a sick leave, holiday, any other thing. Okay. And the student was also taking it, okay, my teacher is on leave today, this week class is gone. But nowadays, that is not the thing. If that fellow is on leave also, he has to take online class so that he should compensate to that workload. So my priority is that we need to adapt to the blended education system. Second most important is that the transparent educational system in such a way that student should know that where he is going on and in a minimum time. See, I'll tell you in one of the things what I'm seeing is that in pharmacy, the undergraduate course is a very difficult course now because of the semester system being adapted. The moment a student takes the admission and he closes the eyes and he opens it and he has to face the examination. And then he faces the examination. By the time he gets the result and he thinks that I have failed in one subject or two, again he gets another semester examination. And that fellow is being overburdened. So what I wanted to tell that in the examination system, make it more knowledgeable, no doubt about it, make it more skill oriented also. And I have seen that our Pharmacy Council of India has come out with a curriculum wherein the 7th and 8th semester is been highlighted with the projects and the practice school to which they are practically being taught how to take up. And if this has been implemented properly and seriousness about the education to the students, present generation doesn't have the patience. They want overnight everything. They want to get a hen and they want 10 eggs at a day. Okay. Yes. It's very difficult. And the moment they get the eggs, they want the hatching of the eggs also and they want the chicks immediately. It's not possible. They need to have the patience. So I do feel that in the next 10 years, if we could able to continue the same the mode we are adopting, whether it is the before pandemic time or after pandemic time, I think we may be the best survivors of this pandemic, I can say it. And the educational system is always, there is no doubt, our educational system, I'm sure it is not yet been diluted. It has its own standard, no compromise at all in that. See, one case we have fought, UGC said no examination should happen. UGC would have said, okay, pandemic hai, we will not conduct examination, all students have been passed. We did not compromise on the quality. That means quality is the priority. If this attitude of the universities or the regulators continues, I'm sure in the next years, we come out with a better educational system in our country.
Definitely. So, sir, the next question is, what would you like people to know about your university they may not know?
See, I would, as such, our Farooqia College of Pharmacy institution, as well as about the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, many of them knows. Maybe, as I told you, our university is celebrating 25 years Silver Jubilee now. It has started in 1995 and now it is in 2020. Silver Jubilee year we are celebrating now. My own institution, Farooqia College of Pharmacy, is in the 40th year and it is a big journey. And the oldest institution surviving, it is not about pandemic, it is about the competition. If you have survived, I just remembered in one of the, the AICT, had called us for an interview, for a call for a to the head of the institutes, and they were just asking me, how old is your institution? I told it is 40 years. How 40 years? That means years passes, but you sustaining to those years is a bigger challenge. So I do feel is that any educational institution, if has survived for so long, that means it has developed a roots in deep, and they have survived. Okay, any tree, if you see, it has grown taller. If you see comparison of that tall to the age of the institution, the same way that tree which has grown taller has developed the deep roots inside the ground. So that means always old educational institutions or the universities which are performing has always the edge. I feel is that the institution are my Farooqia College of Pharmacy or the Rajiv Gandhi University, wherein in Rajiv Gandhi University, more than 3 lakh students have already passed in these 25 years. Okay. And in Farooqia College of Pharmacy, more than 3,000 students have passed. That shows that the ambassadors of the institution and the university is spread out throughout the world, and they are enjoying the best of the positions. And I am saying it that they are the ambassadors, not the students or alumni. They are the ambassadors. So I am sure people who listen to it, who want to know more about Farooqia College of Pharmacy, I always say, people who come to me, sir, to which university you are affiliated, what is your institution's advantages? I just say, you don't go to Google and just go and type it, Farooqia College of Pharmacy. You get it, everything. Anyone wants to shout at me, he has the right. Anyone who wants to praise me, he has the right. So that is how. And in spite of this, I am telling you the rating out of 5 is 4.5 for Farooqia College of Pharmacy. So that is what the quality of the Farooqia. Okay.
Amazing, sir. Amazing. As you said, about the roots, I think the criteria that your college uses, like and the type of hard work that the student of your college were doing, that's definitely is a basic thing that is helping your college to like grow for the 40 years. So, sir,
Yes.
what do you see as your college's greatest strength?
See, if you ask me, the great strength of my institution is first is that we believe in quality. Okay. Second thing is that the strength of the institution to which we are residing in the city. The major strength, I give it credit to the Mysore, very oldest, the royal city, the neatest and cleanest city. This is one. Second thing is the great strength of my institution is being the older. As I told you, 40 years we have given the life, we have given the education, we have given the quality. We have seen one paper application to now the 35 paper application, from the posting to the e-paper, e-approvals. That means we have faced all types of challenges. And the greatest strength of my institution is that the teachers, I give them the credit because of the teachers, the quality of education is the best. And if you see the ranks that are being scored, I always been telling either in social media or through the news that the entire credit I give to the hard work and dedication put in by the faculty of the Farooqia College of Pharmacy. The strength is the big support of the management. The management open-heartedly, they says, you want to do something, take it approval. Never need any permission from us, because you are looking for the institutional benefit and for the students' benefit and for the professionals' benefit. We don't have any obligations and objections to it. And that is another strength for me. And the third one is that student comes to my college by choice, not by chance. This is one of the major advantage. And I'm telling you, people who join to my institution will not be lesser than 75% of the 10+2. That means my efforts to put in across to get the ranks of the student, I don't have to put much efforts because they are already quality in their performance, and they are already good enough in their educational, the performance, and I have to put the efforts. And at the right time, we are putting the efforts with the quality of the education, support of the management. And that's why we see that the Farooqia College of Pharmacy is being recognized by the MHRD as the innovation cell, incubation cell, and it is also been recognized by many of the surveys wherein they have given the Farooqia College of Pharmacy as one of the topmost 10 eminent institutions, amongst the top rating as the most trusted educational institution. And I believe that we are maintaining to it, and I'm sure we also maintain and we sustain to it.
Yeah, sir. Definitely the type of the thing that you are telling about your college is definitely it's not like it's unique. I think these things will not be there in any of the college in India across. So, sir, for the last question of the day, I think is any suggestion you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
Yeah, I definitely want to give, because I believe youth is the strength, as our Prime Minister of the country, and even the our honorable late President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has said. One of the question was same to him from one of the young attendee amongst the audience. He asked the same thing: what is the strength of our country? And he said that the strength of the country is the youth. And I believe that 70% of the youths are there in our country, which is large in numbers, which comprises to 50% of the world's population. And I feel is that this youth, they need to be little patience. You have the patience, definitely world is yours. If you are impatient, I don't think it is going to happen. If today, at the age of 44, I'm sitting over here as a principal, as a Board of Studies Chairman of Rajiv Gandhi University, as a member of the Board of Examining Authority, Drugs Control Department, it is because I believe that it is a patience, one of the strength. And second thing is that the hard work. There is no substitute for hard work. There is no substitute for your knowledge. And it has been said, a people may theft your money, they may take away your degrees, but they cannot take away your hard work and your knowledge. So try to strengthen to it. And I always believe that hard work will get. I always believe that if you are having the intelligence, you may not succeed. But if you are having a blended mode of activity of hard work, at least you will definitely reach to the success point to which you desire. And here I feel is that present generation need to have the patience, listen carefully, be a good listener. If somebody is telling, whether me or somebody is telling, try to be a good listener. Do not be impatient. I was just seeing in many of the lectures where it is happening now, we got a chance to see the other state people also what all they are doing, and I could able to see that people don't have the patience. Presently generation, we have to force them. There is a good speaker coming, you please listen to his words, good knowledge you are going to get, but they don't have the patience. They say, sir, I have a TV program, this and that, I have to watch the cricket, IPL, this and that. I don't know the present generation what they are thinking, but I believe in that three things they need to follow. One is that they need to have the patience, put the hard work too much, and the third one most important is that they need to be good listeners. If they follow to it, I'm sure success is going to be at their feet, and definitely they are going to be the rolling coins to our country, to the industry of pharma, as well as to the other countries, to which the country is always been known, India, as a pharma hub of the world. I'm sure that our country is going to definitely make it. So if our youths are going to follow to these suggestions what I give.
Definitely, sir. The things which you are telling, like, and the positivity, the optimism that you have, I think will definitely take your college to the top of the tree of this education. So
yes,
I wish you best of the luck, and I think yes, you will be the best. The one time will come when your university will be in the news. So that's a very the positivity and the optimism you have. That's amazing. So, sir, it was
thank you, thank you.
It was very nice to talk to you. So,
thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to speak. I'm sure people who listen to it will definitely feel that what I am talking is by heart, and what I am talking is for their minds. Yes. Okay, if they understand to it, definitely it is a win-win situation for everyone, whether to the leaders or to the followers or to the students. So let us hope, and I am very much happy that you have taken the time to see that at least words can reach to the maximum people. I wish good luck to College Dunia. Okay, and thank you so much for making me part of this wonderful interview. Okay, we feel on a longer term we can be associated in a longer way. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Definitely, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable time as well.
Thank you, Ankit. Thank you so much. Convey regards. Okay. Thank you, sir.